welcome back to another screencast on 3D shapes. This one is on edges, faces and vertices. So in our last screencast we covered all the names of all the shapes, so we're going to kind of test that as well, but we're going to test whether you know what an edge, a face and a vertex is, or a vertex is. So what is a 3D shape? Well, we should know this. We've done this before. Whatever can be touched is a 3D shape. 3D shapes, they take up space, and only a 3D shape or object can occupy its own space. We've done this before. 3D shapes have different names such as spheres, cubes, prisms, cones, pyramids. Okay? So we're going to not look at those names because we've already learnt those, but we are going to look at what makes them up. So we've got our examples here of all different 3D shapes there. So label these. So we've got a cube here, which you should know. We've got a vertex here. Those are the corners. Okay, so we can think of vertex or vertices as the corners of a shape. Then we've got our face. Okay, you can take it as face value. What does it look like from a front on or side on angle? Okay, and then we've got our edges. Now lots of people get the vertex or the vertices mixed up with the edges, so just remember that in future. Okay, so how many do these have? All right, so a cube has 12 edges, 6 faces and 8 vertices. Let's look at one more shape before we just throw you into the deep end and you need to work on the quiz questions. Let's label up this shape. So I would like you to copy out the shape, and I'd like you to label its vertex or vertices. I'd like you to label the faces, or at least one face, and then an edge, please. Do that now. Pause the video, come back and see if you've got it right. Okay, so first up is it's a triangular prism, and we have our vertex here. Okay, so we obviously have another one here, and another one here, and another one here, and there'll be one kind of about there, and the last one will be there. Okay, so we should have those. Then we're moving on, and we're going to say a face. Well, this is also a face here. The bottom underneath would be a face also. The back of it here would be another face, and so forth and so on. So hopefully that helps you. Okay, and then we've got our edges. So we've got lots of edges. This is an edge here. This is another edge, another edge, another edge. You get the picture. You get the point. Okay, all of those are edges. Also another edge through there. So how many of each do we have? All right, we have 9 edges, 5 faces, and 6 vertices. Okay, so it's all about memory, and common sense. So I'd like you to, I know we haven't gone through all the names on this PowerPoint, but on previous PowerPoint we have. So I'd like you to name all these shapes. I'd like you to work out how many edges, faces and vertices each one has. Then come back and see if you've got it correct. Okay, so let's go. Are we ready? We've got pentagonal prism, 15 edges, 7 faces and 10 vertices. Square base pyramid, 8, 5 and 5. Cuboid, 12, 6 and 8. Triangular prism, 9, 5 and 6. And cube, 12, 6 and 8. And there we have it. So hopefully you found that really, really easy. Remember, if you didn't, possibly you haven't watched the first video in the series, which is just on the names of the different 3D shapes. Definitely go back and watch that, and then just use your common sense, and I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. But until next time, write that revision card, enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you on another episode.